Snowdrifts fall like whispers in the north, while waves shimmer under tropical moons in the south. From the hush of ancient forests to the rhythm of crowded city streets, the Americas wear Christmas in 1,000 forms. Lights shimmer across frozen skylines, and choirs echo through stone cathedrals that outlast centuries. Somewhere, a violin plays softly against the wind. Elsewhere, drums and laughter set the night ablaze. The continent becomes a moving canvas, half silver frost, half golden fire. Every corner tells a different story of warmth, faith, and wonder. You can almost smell pine and cinnamon tangled with ocean breeze. There's no single heartbeat to the season here, only a symphony of contrasts. It's where faith meets fiesta, where cold meets passion, where traditions never sleep. From candlelit streets to glittering shores, the magic knows no borders. It's not just about celebration, it's about connection, resilience, and light. Each place sings the same carol in a different tongue. And together, they create something you can feel even with your eyes closed. This is not one Christmas, it's a continent's heartbeat. This is from a frozen forest to fireworks by the beach. The Americas in Christmas glow. New York City, USA. Once upon a winter's night, New York City wraps itself in a blanket of snow and wonder. Nestled between the Hudson and East Rivers, this island of dreams glows brighter than ever. From Wall Street's granite canyons to Uptown's brownstone blocks, every inch hums with energy. Its skyline, A mix of Gothic grace and glass modernity, sparkles like a Christmas ornament. The whisper of history still floats through Grand Central's vaulted halls. Steam rises from subway grates, mingling with laughter and jingling bells. Carriages roll past the plaza, their wheels whispering through the snow like a lullaby. Ice skaters twirl at Bryant Park, their scarves fluttering like ribbons in the wind. Somewhere on Fifth Avenue, a street performer's saxophone melts the chill with golden notes. Strings of lights climb lampposts, turning ordinary streets into corridors of dreams. And above it all, the city breathes, a giant heart wrapped in tinsel and twilight. Families gather beneath the Rockefeller tree, their eyes reflecting 1,000 lights. Children gaze up at the snow swirling around the Empire State Building. The city's rhythm slows, just enough to let the magic seep in. Jazz bars in Greenwich Village fill with cozy warmth and holiday tunes. Shop windows bloom with color, each display a little universe of its own. The scent of pretzels, roasted nuts, and holiday pies fills the frosty air. Out in Brooklyn, Dyker Heights glows like a festival of stars. Ferries cross the East River, their decks glittering with fairy lights. In the hush of Central Park, lovers trace their footprints on untouched snow. And as midnight nears, fireworks crown the skyline with a burst of light. This is Christmas in New York, timeless, tender, unforgettable. It's a story told not just in lights, but in every heartbeat of the city. And once you've seen it, you'll never see winter the same way again. Because New York doesn't freeze in December, it comes alive. Chicago, USA. There's a hush that falls over Chicago when the first snow arrives. The city seems to pause, as if catching its breath between heartbeats. Lake Michigan turns to silver glass, and the wind hums softly through sleeping trees. It's here, in this stillness, that Christmas begins to bloom. Skylines shimmer like frozen stars, reflections dancing in the icy river. Once scarred by fire, Chicago now burns with light, a phoenix in frost. Every snowflake carries the echoes of stories past, of jazz nights, immigrants, and dreamers. You can feel them in the bricks of old brownstones and the hum of passing trains. At Christ Kindle Market, the glow of lanterns paints faces in gold. Strangers share laughter over steaming cocoa, bound by the warmth of the moment. Millennium Park becomes a fairy tale, where music and motion blur beneath falling snow. Children skate, couples twirl, and cameras capture 1,000 tiny miracles. The city's soul feels amplified, deeper, softer, more alive. Each building, from the Tribune Tower to the Wrigley Building, seems to whisper stories to the sky. The cold bites, but gently, as if to remind you that beauty can be sharp. At Navy Pier, fireworks bloom above the frozen lake like summer's memory reborn. The scent of pine, caramel, and roasted nuts drifts through the air. Streetcars rattle through quiet avenues, their windows glowing like lanterns in the mist. Snow piles on Art Deco cornices, turning steel into sculpture, time into tenderness. In the hush of the Loop at midnight, footsteps echo like verses from an old song. Shop windows glow with garlands and glass angels, tiny worlds behind frost-kissed glass. And somewhere between the lights and the laughter, you realize this isn't just a city. It's a feeling, a rhythm, a memory made of snow and sound. Chicago in winter doesn't ask you to rush. It asks you to feel, to watch, to breathe, and to believe that even in the coldest night, warmth always finds a way to shine. Quebec City, Canada. Imagine walking through a living Christmas card. That's Quebec City in winter. Nestled on the cliffs of the St. Lawrence River, it's where French elegance meets Canadian wilderness. Every December, the city transforms into a wonderland straight out of a storybook. Twinkling lights trace the outlines of 17th century buildings. The air smells of wood smoke, maple, and snow. Start your journey in Old Quebec, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that feels like Europe in North America. The cobblestone streets of Petit Champlain come alive with music and laughter. Shops burst with handmade gifts, while cafes serve steaming hot chocolate under strings of lights. At Chateau Frontenac, the view stretches endlessly across the frozen river. Snowflakes drift like confetti from the castle's turrets, blurring the line between dream and reality. Take the funicular down to the lower town, where winter markets glow with charm. Try a traditional poutine or warm maple taffy rolled in the snow. Horse-drawn carriages glide past, their bells chiming softly through the night. Street lamps cast halos on the snow, turning every corner into a painting. For adventure, head to the plains of Abraham, where locals ski, skate, and laugh in the swirling snow. The Quebec Winter Carnival brings parades, ice sculptures, and cheerful chaos. Bonhomme, the snowman ambassador, leads the revelry, a smiling spirit of winter itself. Fireworks explode across the icy sky, mirrored in the river's frozen surface. Even the cold feels festive, sharp but alive. Street corners echo with laughter and accordion tunes. In every window, candles flicker like tiny suns, defying the northern chill. Every cafe feels like a refuge. Warm lights, rosy cheeks, steaming cups. Somewhere in the distance, church bells toll, slow and solemn, calling winter home. Quebec doesn't just celebrate Christmas, it inhales it. Every gust of wind carries a carol, every snowflake a bit of story. Here, You don't just visit winter, you live inside it. Montreal, Canada. Montreal, where French charm meets North American rhythm, and winter arrives like a silent symphony. Perched on an island in the St. Lawrence River, the city glows beneath a halo of frost and light. Its skyline rises gracefully, crowned by Mount Royal, the heart from which the city takes its name. When snow begins to fall, Montreal transforms into a dream of silver streets and golden windows. Cobblestone lanes in Old Montreal shimmer under strings of light. Horse-drawn carriages glide past stone facades that whisper of centuries gone by. At Notre Dame Basilica, the blue glow of stained glass turns the air into poetry. You can almost hear the echo of prayers mingling with the hush of snow outside. Cafes spill warm laughter and the scent of fresh croissants into the cold air. Every corner feels like Paris reborn in winter's embrace. Up on Mount Royal, the city unfurls below, a sea of light wrapped in snow. Children race down the slopes, their laughter rising like bells through the mist. Christmas here is not just a holiday, it's a performance of beauty and warmth. The old port sparkles with fireworks and reflections on the frozen river. Market stalls glow beneath red canopies, selling mulled wine and handmade ornaments. Mont Royal Park turns into a fairy tale forest, alive with skaters and soft lantern light. The city's music scene hums beneath the frost, jazz, indie, carols, all blending into one melody. Street performers play violins under gas lamps, their notes drifting like snowflakes. Even in the coldest nights, there's a pulse, a rhythm that never sleeps. Montreal's architecture, from colonial stone to modern glass, feels like a dialogue between past and present. Each bridge and boulevard seems to glow with its own heartbeat. And when night falls, the city burns with color, fire, and joy. Here, winter doesn't silence life, it amplifies it. It's a place where frozen air carries warmth and snow becomes a celebration. Montreal in December is pure cinema, and you're standing in the middle of the frame. Toronto, Canada. If you want to feel the heartbeat of a Canadian winter, Toronto is where it begins. Set on the shimmering edge of Lake Ontario, this city knows how to make the cold come alive. Every December, the skyline turns into a forest of light. From the CN Tower's glowing crown to the ice trails of Nathan Phillips Square, everything sparkles. The famous Distillery Winter Village is pure magic, cozy, colorful, and full of life. Walk the cobblestone streets with a cup of hot chocolate in hand and music in the air. Every turn brings something new: artisan markets, fire pits, laughter, and snow. Strings of fairy lights drape between brick buildings, turning the night into a warm constellation. Street performers sing carols in the snow, their voices echoing down the narrow lanes. Head to the Toronto Islands for a quiet escape. The city's skyline glows like a dream across the frozen bay. Even the chill feels poetic when you're standing beneath the starlit CN Tower. Indulge in a warm plate of poutine or a butter tart from a local bakery, the real taste of Ontario. At night, the waterfront transforms into a winter playground. You can skate under skyscrapers or watch fireworks dance across the horizon. The air hums with joy, the kind that makes strangers smile without a word. Everywhere, lights flicker like constellations brought down to earth. Queen Street buzzes with art, food, and festive energy. Meanwhile, Bloor Yorkville's luxury boutiques shimmer like snowflakes caught in glass. Toronto's diversity shines through every celebration: Christmas carols, Hanukkah lights, Lunar New Year lanterns. In Kensington Market, the scent of spices and baked bread weaves through the frosty air. This is a city built by cultures, united by winter's glow. It's modern, magnetic, and endlessly photogenic. And when the wind sweeps across the lake, it carries the music of 100 tongues, one heartbeat. Bundle up, grab your camera, and let Toronto surprise you. Because here, even the cold feels like part of the adventure. Vancouver, Canada. Vancouver stands at the meeting point of worlds, where ancient forests meet futuristic skylines. Long before it became a modern metropolis, it was home to the Coast Salish peoples, whose spirit still echoes in the land and sea. This connection to nature shapes everything about the city: its rhythm, its art, its heart. Rising from the edge of the Pacific, Vancouver became a harbor of cultures, dream, and innovation. The city story is one of balance between wilderness and progress, tradition and technology. Even in winter, that balance shines brightest. Stanley Park, older than the city itself, becomes a cathedral of light and life. Totem poles stand silent beneath snow, guardians of history and spirit. Downtown's modern skyline glows with the ambition of the new world, while Gastown keeps the soul of the old. Steam billows from cobblestone streets, mixing with the scent of pine and rain. The Capilano Suspension Bridge lights up the forest like a sacred path through time. And along the waterfront, Canada Place glimmers with sails that seem ready to drift into the clouds. At Christmas time, the city's diversity becomes its greatest celebration. Lanterns, menorahs, and Christmas trees share the same skyline, a mosaic of joy. Every culture adds its flavor, its warmth, its light. Cafes hum with quiet conversation. Markets burst with life. At night, the North Shore Mountains gleam like silver guardians watching over the city's glow. Vancouver's story is written not in stone, but in water and air, fluid, living, free. Even in the coldest rain, there's beauty, even in silence. Music. It's a city built on respect for the land and awe for the sky. And when fireworks rise over English Bay, you can feel every story, past and present, shining together. Vancouver doesn't just celebrate winter. It honors it. And in that honor, it reminds the world that nature and humanity can still dance in harmony. Mexico City, Mexico. Mexico City doesn't sleep, it glows. It hums like a heartbeat beneath a sky of stars and smog and miracles. By day, sunlight slides down cathedral domes. By night, lanterns bloom like fireflies. The air is thin here, soft and golden, carrying whispers of Aztec gods and Spanish hymns. Every street breathes, alive with stories, laughter, and song. December arrives gently, bringing cool winds and bright hearts. Snow may never fall, but light rains endlessly from the rooftops. In the Zocalo, families gather beneath a forest of lights and hope. Children chase each other between towering decorations, their joy echoing against ancient stone. The scent of cinnamon, chocolate, and maize drifts through the night. Somewhere, bells ring, blending with the hum of mariachis and laughter. At the Basilica of Guadalupe, candles flicker like a sea of stars on earth. Each flame a prayer, each voice a promise. From the quiet courtyards of Coyoacan to the neon glow of Reforma, the city feels infinite. Time blurs, the old and the new dancing together in rhythm. Fireworks bloom like flowers above the skyline. The volcanoes beyond the city watch silently, veiled in twilight haze. Mexico City feels like a dream made of color. Vivid, fragile, alive. Even the cold carries warmth here. The warmth of soul, of story, of song. This is not just a city, it's a heartbeat in the shape of light. Every flicker, every echo, every face glows with life. And when night falls over its endless sprawl, you realize the city isn't fading. It's breathing. And so are you. Puebla, Mexico. Puebla is one of Mexico's most storied cities, a masterpiece of colonial art and indigenous soul. Founded in 1531, it became a bridge between the old world and the new. Its streets are an open-air museum of Baroque architecture and vibrant color. In winter, that beauty deepens as cool winds drift down from the surrounding volcanoes. The Puebla Cathedral stands at the city's heart, its twin towers among the tallest in Latin America. By December, its courtyards and plazas transform into living scenes of faith and joy. The Christmas season here blends Catholic tradition with deep-rooted Mexican spirit. Processions, Las Posadas, and nativity displays fill the air with reverence and color. Markets overflow with piñatas, sweets, and ponche caliente, warming every heart that passes by. Talavera artisans craft ornaments and tiles that shine like fragments of history. Each piece holds centuries of craftsmanship, patience, and pride. The city's culinary soul comes alive during Noche Buena. Families gather to share mole poblano and romeritos, passing recipes down generations. Above them, fireworks burst over the Zocalo, echoing off the cathedral stone. The nearby town of Cholula joins in, its 365 churches glowing like stars on the hillside. Every bell toll feels like a heartbeat of tradition. Even the volcanoes seem to watch, guardians of this valley of faith and fire. Puebla's heritage isn't locked in the past. It's lived every day. It's in the taste of chocolate, the touch of clay, the sound of carols in Spanish and Nahuatl. Here, art and devotion are one and the same. The city's beauty lies not only in its walls, but in its soul. And as December unfolds, that soul shines brightest, humble, proud, eternal. In Puebla, the past doesn't fade. It glows. Buenos Aires, Argentina. Buenos Aires, a city where summer wears the scent of roses and history hums beneath the pavement. Here, Christmas arrives not with snow, but with sunlight that glitters like champagne. The air feels alive, warm winds brushing against the pastel facades of colonial mansions. Palm trees sway above plazas filled with carols, laughter, and the sound of tango guitars. The city stretches along the Rio de la Plata like a poem written in movement and melody. In San Telmo, cobblestones shimmer under golden light, and cafes spill music into the evening air. Recoleta's marble avenues whisper of elegance, love, and time. At night, the obelisco glows at the city's heart, a beacon above the rhythm of traffic and song. The air carries both passion and peace, a balance Buenos Aires has mastered. Along Avenida de Mayo, balconies bloom with flags and fairy lights. Children chase bubbles through the plazas while couples dance in the fading sun. The scent of grilled asado fills the air, smoky, rich, unforgettable. As December deepens, the city's heartbeat quickens. Christmas trees rise beside palm-lined avenues, twinkling against the southern summer sky. In La Boca, colors explode like fireworks. Blue, red, yellow, alive. Fireworks burst over Puerto Madero, reflecting in the silver water like stars reborn. Every sound, every face feels like part of a larger symphony. Buenos Aires isn't just seen, it's felt, deep, electric, eternal. Even in the heat, there's a kind of magic that feels like winter warmth. This city doesn't sleep. It dances through the night, laughing, glowing, alive. And when dawn touches the river, the light feels like forgiveness. Buenos Aires, where passion never fades, and every day feels like the start of a new song. Here, Christmas is not a season. It's a heartbeat that never stops dancing. Santiago, Chile. At the crossroads of the Andes and the Pacific, Santiago stands as Chile's beating heart, a fusion of past and present. Founded in 1541, the city still carries the echoes of its colonial beginnings. Spanish courtyards, Baroque churches, and neoclassical palaces shape its soul. But today, glass towers and modern art rise beside them, telling a story of growth and resilience. The Andes form an ever-present backdrop, a living monument to Chile's geography and grace. In December, the summer sun softens the city's edges. The Plaza de Armas fills with choirs, dancers, and the scent of pan de Pascua, Chile's spiced Christmas bread. Nearby, the Cathedral of Santiago glows beneath strings of golden lights. The faithful gather for La Misa del Gallo, blending solemnity and joy. Throughout the city, neighborhoods celebrate with a distinctly Chilean rhythm. In Barrio Yungay and Bellavista, murals come alive in the evening light. Markets overflow with color, fruits, crafts, and handmade gifts. Even the vineyards beyond the city sparkle with festive life. Christmas here is both sacred and social, rooted in community and warmth. The air hums with laughter and gentle guitar chords. Fireworks rise above the Mapocho River, scattering across the mountain horizon. Every flash feels like an offering, a tribute to resilience, unity, and hope. Santiago's architecture mirrors its people, proud, creative, unafraid of contrast. From colonial foundations to contemporary skylines, every brick tells a story. And as the night deepens, the Andes glow faintly under moonlight. Santiago in December is a reminder that even where summer burns, the spirit of Christmas still shines cool and bright. Here, faith and joy don't just meet, they dance together beneath the stars. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Rio de Janeiro, where mountains kiss the sea and Christmas arrives wrapped in sunlight and samba. This is not a winter city. It's a celebration painted in blue, gold, and rhythm. From the heights of Corcovado, Christ the Redeemer stretches his arms over the glowing bay. Below, the city shimmers, beaches, forests, and streets alive with sound and color. The air hums with energy, warm and endless, like music you can feel beneath your skin. Copacabana gleams under a sky of fireworks, waves glittering like molten silver. At night, the shoreline turns into a necklace of light. Millions gathered for laughter, music, and joy. Here, Christmas is summer, a season of life, dance, and devotion. Palm trees sway above nativity scenes made of sand and shells. Carols blend with the sound of waves, turning faith into melody. In the hills of Santa Teresa, lanterns flicker through cobblestone alleys lined with murals. Every window glows with candles. Every heart beats to the rhythm of drums. From the favelas to the beaches, the same rhythm ties every soul, a heartbeat that refuses to fade. The city moves like a song, each step, each laugh, part of a grand choreography of joy. Even the night breeze carries music, weaving samba through the palms and across the sea. The scent of grilled fish and tropical fruit fills the air. At midnight, fireworks erupt above Sugarloaf Mountain, painting the ocean in flame. Laughter spills into the streets, champagne flows, and strangers embrace like family. From Ipanema to Lapa, music becomes a prayer, wild, beautiful, alive. Rio doesn't wait for snow to sparkle. It carries its own light. The city glows from within, born from passion and faith. And when the first dawn of Christmas rises, the sun crowns the bay in gold. Rio de Janeiro, a hymn of warmth, spirit, and endless celebration. Here, the sea replaces snow, and joy replaces silence. It's not just a holiday, it's a heartbeat that never stops shining. Gramado, Brazil. In the southern highlands of Brazil, there's a town that dreams in light. Gramado, quiet by day, radiant by night. Fog curls through pine forests, carrying the scent of chocolate and hope. Lanterns glow like fireflies along cobblestone streets. The mountains cradle the town in silver mist, as if guarding its secret magic. Then December comes and everything changes. The night blooms with color, with music, with joy. Nautilus awakens, a festival of warmth in a world of light. Church bells ring through the cool evening air. The sound mingles with laughter, with distant fireworks, with songs of love. Children's eyes mirror the glow of stars strung between rooftops. Candles flicker in every window. Snowflakes fall from machines but feel real all the same. At Lago Negro, reflections ripple, trees, lights, and dreams dancing together. Carolers drift down the streets, their voices weaving through the mist like ribbons of gold. Parades move past in slow magic. Angels, drummers, and choirs wrapped in light. Even the fountains sing, their waters catching colors from the sky. Everywhere, hearts open, strangers smiling as if they've known each other forever. You walk slowly, feeling time stretch and soften. The air hums with peace, with promise. Gramado feels timeless, a dream you can touch. The world beyond disappears. All that remains is glow. It's not the kind of beauty that shouts, it whispers. A light caught on water. A song fading into mist. A family laughing beneath 1,000 tiny suns. This is Christmas, gentle, endless, alive. And when dawn rises over the mountains, the town still sparkles. Gramado doesn't end with nightfall. It begins with wonder. Bogotá, Colombia. Bogotá stands in the heart of Colombia's highlands, ancient, enduring, and full of grace. Founded in 1538, it has witnessed centuries of faith, art, and revolution. Its colonial heart, La Candelaria, remains a testament to time. Pastel houses, narrow alleys, churches older than nations. But each December, history turns luminous. The city celebrates Alumbrado Navideño, one of Latin America's most impressive light festivals. Millions of lights and candles illuminate plazas, cathedrals, and parks. The celebration begins with Dia de las Velitas, the Night of Little Candles, a ritual born of faith and family. It marks the start of Christmas, a moment when the city glows from the ground up. On that night, Bogotá becomes a sea of fireflies, candles flickering along streets and windowsills. Families gather outside, singing hymns and sharing buñuelos and natilla. The Cathedral Primada stands tall over Plaza de Bolívar, its facade shimmering like gold. Montserrat Hill watches from above, its church shining like a star on the mountain. Faith here is tangible, not confined to buildings, but carried in every gesture. The streets hum with joy, vendors selling warm drinks, children tracing angels in candlelight. Every barrio adds its own rhythm, from salsa beats to quiet choirs beneath balconies. The whole city seems to breathe together, united by glow, by song, by memory. Music fills the air, choir, guitar, and children's laughter blending into one. Even the cold mountain air feels warm with joy. Cultural festivals, art shows, and parades stretch through the city all month long. Bogota becomes both sacred and celebratory, ancient yet modern. It's where architecture, music, and light intertwine in perfect rhythm. And as fireworks burst over the Andes, the city's history feels alive once more. In Bogota, Christmas is not nostalgia, it's a living heritage. A glowing reminder that even at the world's roof, warmth always finds its way home. The city doesn't just shine, it remembers. And in remembering, it celebrates. Medellin, Colombia. Medellin, the city of eternal spring, blooms even brighter when Christmas arrives. Nestled in the green Abará Valley, surrounded by mountains, it glows like a jewel wrapped in light. Here, December doesn't bring snow. It brings Alumbrados Navideños, one of the most dazzling light festivals in the world. Millions of colorful bulbs transform rivers, bridges, and parks into rivers of fire and wonder. From the sky, the city looks like a constellation, a galaxy fallen to Earth. The Medellin River flows beneath tunnels of light, its reflection shimmering like melted gold. Families stroll along the riverbanks, faces glowing beneath neon stars and angels. Every street sings, laughter, carols, and the hum of celebration filling the air. Above, the mountains cradle the city like a mother holding her child. You can smell sweet natilla, buñuelos, and roasted corn drifting through the cool evening breeze. In Parque Norte, giant sculptures of light tell stories of Colombia's soul, its people, its nature, its hope. Children run through illuminated arches, their shadows dancing on walls of color. Old songs echo through speakers, weaving past and present into one glowing memory. Downtown, the skyline pulses in rhythm with the music of cumbia and vallenato. Fireworks bloom over the city like tropical flowers at midnight. From Pueblito Paisa, the view is endless, a valley of color beneath a velvet sky. This is not just decoration, it's transformation, a city reborn through light. Once a symbol of struggle, Medellin now shines as a beacon of innovation and unity. The warmth of its people is the heart behind every glowing bulb. The celebration lasts for weeks, wrapping the city in laughter and love. Every smile, every candle feels like a victory. Here, light is not just beauty, it's healing. It's proof that joy can grow from even the darkest roots. Medellin doesn't just celebrate Christmas, it embodies it. A city reborn, radiant, and forever in bloom. Cusco, Peru. If you've ever wanted to experience Christmas at the top of the world, Cusco is calling. Perched high in the Andes, this ancient Inca capital is one of the most magical places to spend the holidays. In December, the air turns crisp and clear, the mountains crowned in snow. The entire city sparkles with light, history, and heart. Walk through the Plaza de Armas at night. Golden lights dance across colonial balconies and stone arches. Locals gather for Santurante Cuy, a centuries-old Christmas market that fills the square with life. Artisans from across Peru bring handmade figurines, candles, and carvings, each one a story in clay and color. Street musicians play flutes and panpipes while children sing in Quechua. The scent of chocolate and panettone fills the air. Everywhere, you'll find joy and reverence. Visit the great Cathedral of Cusco, its altars glowing with candlelight and silver. Then climb to Sacsayhuaman, where you can see the whole city glitter beneath the stars. At midnight, fireworks burst over the mountains, bright against the dark Indian sky. It feels ancient and alive all at once. Faith here is woven with history. Catholic hymns rise beside Inca symbols carved in stone. Families light candles, share gifts, and fill the night with warmth. In every doorway, you'll see nativity scenes that blend two worlds: Christ beside llamas, angels dressed in Andean cloth. It's breathtaking, moving, unforgettable. Cusco's Christmas is a journey through time, part tradition, part transcendence. It's not just festive, it's spiritual. Here, you don't just see Christmas, you feel it. Every sound, every scent, every flicker of light reminds you, the heart of the Andes still beats strong. And it beats for joy.